crazy or what? They're going to come to us here. Hello, Heather. You're looking at live pictures from Newscopter 7, and we mentioned before there are certain days when New York City takes the center of the world stage, and that's what's happening right now. You were looking at live pictures as deposed Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro is being moved out of the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. This is the motorcade that's headed south down towards a park where there's a helicopter waiting to take him over to New York City, over to Manhattan, where he will make an appearance in court. Now, this is all taking place off the main road, so this isn't going to affect the morning commute over on the Gowanus Expressway. This is back in the area of Bush Terminal, behind Industry City. That's where all of this is happening. However, he will get in a helicopter here in the next 5 or 10 minutes and land at the Wall Street heliport. You may see closures in Lower Manhattan, around the Wall Street heliport, FDR Drive, Pearl Street, and then over where the court facilities are in Lower Manhattan. All of that will be happening within the next few minutes. Very, very busy morning in both Brooklyn and Lower Manhattan. And we're live over Brooklyn. John Del Giorno, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
All right, Rob, we're going to slide forward a little bit closer to the park. I still have you off the right side. All good. I'm going to ask for 2,000, see if they give it to me. New York Terror Newscopter 7, can we get 2,000 on station here? Thank you, sir. Newscopter 7, 2,000.
I can. Yes, I can. I can. Got it. Got it. Got it. They're going to come back to us again. Pedro, we are following this from Newscopter 7. Again, these are live pictures. We are in the Sunset Park neighborhood in Brooklyn, 2nd Avenue there, right near 48th Street at this point. The motorcade with Nicolas Maduro left the Metropolitan Detention Center about 5 minutes ago, and it's been a very slow ride here. They're going a few blocks south to a park that's on the waterfront. Now, once there is a law enforcement helicopter waiting to transport Maduro across the harbor and into Manhattan. That helicopter will be landing at Wall Street and then headed over to the court where the appearance is a little later on this morning. But this has been a very slow motorcade. We've seen DEA here and, of course, the NYPD. And it's been, and on the one hand, it's been tense. On the other hand, it's just kind of traveling through the neighborhoods in New York City. We've seen people walking down the sidewalks, taking their cell phones out, taking pictures. So it just seems to be one of those New York City moments. But here you can see Maduro pulling into this park. Again, there's a helicopter waiting that will transport him across the harbor and into Lower Manhattan, where he will appear in court later on this morning. Stay with us. We're going to follow this all the way until he gets into Manhattan. For now, we're live over Brooklyn. John Del Giorno, Channel 7, Eyewitness News. Probably along the FDR Drive. I would see the local streets in Lower Manhattan as well. But again, we're watching this moment right here. You can see it looks like Maduro is being ready to be moved from that armored vehicle over to the helicopter. So we will keep these live pictures up. Again, we've seen NYPD both on the ground and in the air. There's an additional NYPD helicopter up in the airspace with us. But we've also seen heavily armed law enforcement officers down there providing security. So we'll leave this picture up, Pedro, and we'll see how the situation develops as he gets moved from that vehicle over to the helicopter. Crazy or what?
how was it the first time? Yeah, that's true. He'll probably be driving a bus in Disney in his retirement.
All right, that's fine. We're just going to stick with this picture, and it is what it is. Got it. Probably safe assumption. Mark, what's the wife's name? Celia, you said? Copy, thanks. No, that's fine. I mean, we got the one shot that we definitely needed, but the second one was helpful. So we're assuming that the pier, but at the same time, if the pier can handle a helicopter, you'd think it could handle the Bearcat, but whatever. I can't really see. They're going to go behind that building and go out. Okay, got it. Oh, God, my white balance, but I can't do anything about it. I guess they're going to come around the bend here. Yeah, keep sliding out to the right a little bit. They're going to come to us. They're in the Dodge. One of the Dodges. They are going to be coming back to us, though. Well, we last checked in, and Nicolas Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, were transferred from a very heavily armored vehicle into this smaller Dodge SUV. You can now see the vehicle being surrounded by armed DEA agents. Both of those people, Maduro and his wife, are inside of that vehicle, and they're going to be escorted out, transferred to a ball field, which is directly adjacent to this location, and placed on a law enforcement helicopter. As we've been saying all morning, that helicopter then headed over into Lower Manhattan, where Maduro and his wife will then be transferred to court for an appearance later on today. This has been about a 20-minute process, but everything has been running on time. It has been going according to the schedule that the media was given earlier this morning, but it's been a slow ride through really through back streets in Brooklyn by Bush Terminal and also down here by Industry City. Now we'll come back to the live pictures. There you can see Celia Flores, that is Nicolas Maduro's wife, also taken into custody over the weekend and flown here to New York. On the driver's side of the vehicle, on the opposite side, that is where Nicolas Maduro is sitting. And again, both of them will be escorted here to this helicopter that's waiting in the ball field, Pedro. We are standing by for you. Yes. Yeah. Live. Great job. They're going to come back to us here in a second. Pedro, we've been watching this situation now closely for about the last half an hour. Maduro and his wife were transferred out of the Metropolitan Detention Center just before 7 o'clock this morning. They were transported through the Industry City neighborhood in a heavily armored vehicle surrounded by vans that had these law enforcement agents that you see that are also heavily armed. There's a lot of security here. Maduro and his wife were then transferred into this law enforcement helicopter, which is awaiting takeoff. The helicopter will travel across the harbor, transporting Maduro and his wife over to the Wall Street heliport. They will then be placed in a motorcade and taken to the court complex in Lower Manhattan, where they have a court appearance later this morning. But this operation has been slow. It has been heavily secured, but has been running on time and so far without incident. We are live over Brooklyn. John Del Giorno, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Oh yeah, when? Oh, is that a Gulf veteran? Oh yeah. Oh really? Yeah, probably. It's a sensitive issue, you know. Yeah, works for me.